So when things are hard for us, we don't quit. Keep on going. We push through. And our children learn that. There's a struggle, it's hard, but I'm going to keep going. So I want to show on here what it looks like for a child and what I was hearing with my own child yesterday. And let's go with my 8-year-old who had to do the dishes. Why do I use dishes as an example so often? I don't know. So much of my life is doing dishes, I guess, because my dishwasher's broken. But also have a bigger family, so we do have a lot of dishes. Okay, so let me say that this is from Henry's perspective. Okay, so Henry is my 8-year-old. Because your child is going to have his own experience or her own experience, and validating their experience is also part of helping them build that resilience. We don't want to shut them down and say, stop it. No, you don't feel that way. No, you don't really hurt. No, it's not hard. We want to acknowledge it. This is hard. This is a lot of dishes, isn't it? And then laugh about it. Like, how funny. We have this huge stack, but look how fast we're going. We're getting it done. So we can be cheerleaders, cheering them on. We don't need to take it away from them. We also don't need to shame them when they express that this is a challenging task. Okay, so we're going to look at Henry's model. Okay, so Henry was asked to rinse the dishes. We're doing this task together. And he was thinking, at first he was excited, but then as he got more tired, this is how his thinking went. This is too hard. My arms hurt. Okay, so he's thinking that this is too hard. My arms hurt. So then he's going to have a physical experience. Yeah, for one thing, yeah, his arms are being used. His muscles are being tried. They're being used in a way that he doesn't do every single day or multiple times a day. So this is hard. Yeah, he's literally building muscle right now. But as he thinks this, then he starts to get frustrated. And I would say discouraged. When a child is feeling discouraged, they want to quit. Okay, so then his action was complain. Try to get my sympathy. I'm probably hoping that I would say, oh, sure, this is so hard for you. Okay. Go lie on the couch and read Calvin and Hobbes, which is our current trend right now. Everybody's reading Calvin and Hobbes. So fun. Okay, so he's trying to get mom's sympathy. And so the result is that he is unhappy with the task. Okay, and he wants to quit. That's the result. So how interesting if I at this point said, you're right, you should quit, this is too hard. And this really is a reasonable task. And again, I want you to be reasonable about what you're asking of your kids. But in this case, this was pretty reasonable. He's 8, he's strong, he's healthy. It is a big stack of dishes, but as I know, he can do it and it's not going to harm him. Okay, so he wants to quit. And if at that point, if I let him quit, it would have reinforced this task is too hard, it hurts my arms, and I shouldn't do it. And so the next time I invite him to do the task, he would say, I have evidence and proof. He probably wouldn't say it that way, but he'd say, it hurts my arms. I don't want to do that, right? It hurts too much. It's too hard. So I got, let him get out of it. He's going to keep trying to get out of it. All right. So when we don't let our child jump ship too fast. Okay, let's erase. This is the fun thing about this model. For one thing, it's on whiteboard material, which is super fun and awesome, but also because we find out that our circumstances are neutral. The circumstance is not going to change before I feel better and feel different. I can change the way I feel and think about something before the circumstance changes. I don't have to have it all cleared up and pretty and be resolved before I can change how I feel about myself and my capacity. So again, thinking about capacity, that struggle, there's a pressure, there's a push against what has already been your capacity, pushing you into a new capacity. So yeah, there's some pain there. There's something new and unfamiliar. You don't have the neural pathways maybe that can really reinforce that this is something that I don't have to feel threatened by. But now Henry helped rinse the dishes. I didn't let him off the hook. So now he's going to think, I'm proud of myself. And this is what he was saying when we were done. He's like, just kind of like jumped away. He was happy. He felt fulfilled. So we're going to plug this in and see how this looks. So now he's not being let off the hook, right? So as he continues and we're finishing the task, he starts to think, I'm capable. And maybe not in those words. Maybe he's thinking more like, I can do hard things. Like this big stack of dishes. I can do hard things. And if he's thinking that about himself, let me move this a little bit. If he's thinking that, I can do hard things, then he feels confident about himself. He'll have greater resilience, right? And I don't know if that's that's not really an emotion. It's more of an emotional experience or state. But he's going to feel more confident. He's going to become more resilient. And actually, I think I'd rather put that not as an emotion. Let's put that as a result. But he's going to feel more confident and determined to see a task through. He's going to feel determined. Okay. And so his action then is to cooperate. And for parents, cooperation is worth its weight in gold. We would love for our children to always cooperate, wouldn't we? But then we don't experience struggle and then we don't grow. Okay, so there's got to be an allowance for children not cooperating, and not that we give them a pass, but that we realize they're children. They're likely to not want to cooperate. They're likely not going to want to do something, but how I respond to it is going to help me grow as a parent as well. So I can learn from my child's behavior and he can learn from his. So he's going to cooperate more. He's going to do what he's asked to do, right? Because he knows I can do hard things. He might not like it still. He might still not like that he's going to have to do it, but he's going to believe and know that he can, that he has that capacity to do it. And he's much more likely to cooperate with other tasks as well. So then the result is greater resilience, pride in himself. And this is not the arrogance that compares with other people, but the pride of just like knowing that you have accomplished something and it feels good. There's a satisfaction, right? That's what that is. There's satisfaction after doing a hard task. And so because he's experiencing this, then the next time he has a task that might be hard, like Putting his laundry away instead of stuffing it in the closet where I might not see it till some other day. But yeah, so he's going to learn that he has that capacity